Good day, viewers. In today's topic, we'll be talking about matrix algebra. Now, to start with, I'll start by defining a matrix. What is a matrix? A matrix is a rectangular arrays, if you like, arrays of number arranged in rows and columns. Now, okay, it says a matrix is a rectangular arrays of number arranged in rows and columns. Now, what is an array? An array simply means the pattern in which a matrix is being arranged, or the order in which a matrix is being arranged. Now, what is row? Rows in a matrix, like rows, simply means a straight line, like normal row, a straight line. That's what row signifies. While column signifies a vertical line. While column signifies a vertical line. Okay, now I want to give an example of a matrix for it to be clear. A matrix can simply be represented by a bold letter. We can say A. It can be any other letter. It can be B, it can be K. A bold letter, a matrix of order m times n, can simply be represented by a bold letter, which is A. It can be anything. It can be K, it can be alpha, it can be beta. So you choose any one for yourself. Now, I'm going to form a matrix of order 3 by 3. 3 by 3, 2, 1, 4. I will explain. 2, 1, 4, 0, 2, 2, 1, 4, 8. Now, this is an example of a matrix. Now, note that a matrix has no numerical way of adding it. Like this, a single matrix now. Like you cannot add it like saying 2 plus 1 plus 4, except if it is being defined. Like now, okay, let me make it clear. Like now, when you are having a singular matrix like this, say A equal 4, 1, 8, 2, 1, 0, 2, 2, 2. Like you can't just add up this matrix like saying 4 plus 1 plus 8 equal 13. No, this is wrong. This is actually wrong. Now, for a matrix to be added, you need a matrix A, which represents an element, like all these entries. Okay, like all these things now, 4, 1, 8, 2, 1, 0 are actually entries in the matrix. You can call it entries or you call it elements in a given matrix A. Now, back to what I was saying. Plus B equal another something like 2, 1, 4, 8, 0, 2, 1, 1, 5. Now, a matrix can be added when you have A and B. Like now, you can add up this matrix by saying 4 plus 2. 4 from A plus 2 from B. You can add it up by doing this. 6 is actually correct. Now, a single matrix like this one, initially, you can't add it up like saying 4 plus 8, 2 plus 1 plus 0. No. Now, you can only add up a matrix when the two matrices are of the same order. Like this is order. Okay, now back to, let me not rush it. Let me take it step by step. We'll get there. Now, in this given matrix, the order of this matrix is simply counting the rows by the column, which is m by n. Now, this m here signifies number of rows. This n here signifies number of columns. Now, the number of rows in this given matrix, which is the horizontal, the number of rows here is 1. This is row 1, this is row 2, then this is row 3. This is row 3 for number of rows. Then the number of columns, which is the vertical, is this 1 colon, this is colon 1, this is colon 2, this is colon 3. Now, the order of this matrix, or you can say the dimension of this matrix if you like, in any way, the order of this matrix or the dimension of this matrix of matrix A is equal to, is of order 3 times 3, or you say order 3 by 3. So now the order of this matrix is 3 by 3. It's a 3 by 3 matrix. Now that is that for that. Now that is that for that. Now we can another way for representing this matrix here, we can also use a double suffix notation. The pattern is called a double double, a double suffix notation. This is what it's called, a double suffix notation, whereby you have to use alphabets and numbers to represent the matrix. Now we have a matrix is A11, I will explain, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. I will explain. Okay, now this A11 here, the first A here means the number of rows in the given matrix, while this other one here means number of columns in a given matrix. Now let us represent a matrix. Let's form another matrix of order 3 by 3. Now this same matrix here, the order of this matrix is what? Now I'll give you 5 seconds to say the answer before I will say it. I'll count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The order of this double suffix notation matrix is of order 3 by 3. There's no difference between this matrix and this matrix I want to write now. Just watch. 4, 5, 4, 8, 2, 1, 10, 4, 6. Now there's simply no difference between double suffix notation matrix and the matrix of order m by n. Order m by n. Both of them are actually order m by n. You have to just understand it. Once you get the concept, every other thing flows. Once you get the concept, this one is of order m by n. This one is also of order m by n. They are both 3 by 3 order. They are both of order 3 by 3 matrix. This other one here is also of order 3 by 3 matrix. Now I will show you the positioning of this A11, A12, all this. I will show you what it means. Now, if I say what is the positioning of the element 5 in the matrix A? Now, this matrix, this 5 here is in the first row. That's one note. So you present it by saying A, which is the small capital A here. It can be anything. Here can be B. It can be B, 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 B. It can be alpha, alpha, alpha. It can be C, C, C. Just represent it by any other letter. You understand? It must not be A. It can be Z. It can be K. K, K, K all through. K11, K12, K13, just like that. Now, we are using A. Now, I said what is the positioning of the entry 5 in the given matrix. Now, this 5 here is in row 1. It's coming from row 1. Now, you see how this double suffix notation works now. This is coming from row 1. Okay, now I've gotten 1 here, which is A1. Now, the number of columns is in what position? Column 1, column 2. Number 5, the element 5 is in column 2. Now we write row 1, row 2. Is in row 2, which is A12. Now, the positioning of element 5 in the given matrix A is known as A12. Now, what if we was looking for the positioning of element 10? Of element 10 here, it's simply looking for the number of rows. This is row 1, row 2. So you get to the positioning of 10. It's in row 3. Now, this one was for the former one. Now, you find A. Well, find the row. Number of rows now is in row 3, which is this. Now, note that you must always write the number of rows first before you write the number of columns. You understand? You must write the number of rows first before writing the number of columns, so that it will be orderly. That is the law. You write the number of rows first before writing the number of columns, so that you won't make any mistakes. That's it. Now, I've got the number of rows. Now, the number of columns in this positioning of the element 10 is just column, the first row, the first column, sorry. That's the first column, which is 1, which is A31. That is why this A31 is here. Now, if you do others correctly, positioning of this one here, you find out it's in positioning of 2 is in A22. A22 means second row, second column. It means second row, and second column. Now if you do that, you see row 1, row 2, 2 is in row 2, 1, column 2, 2 is in column 2. So that is how this double suffix notation works. And they are actually of the same order, like I said before. They are actually of the same order. Like this is a 3. Okay, now we move on to how to find order of a matrix. Like let me give you an example. Now you tell me the order of this matrix. I represent it by A. Now you tell me the order of this matrix: 1, 4,